Welcome to another conservative talk. George Orwell, the British writer, many dystopias, brilliant man. He was right about totalitarian regimes and his criticism against it. It was a very important achievement. His masterpieces, 1984, The Farm, he was really brilliant. But he died at 48 years. He was really young when he died, it's a tragedy. But he was a socialist until the end. In spite of understanding the totalitarian regimes, the causes, the motivation, the hardships against people in this kind of political conception that is socialism, he died socialist. And why? For a very simple reason. George Orwell was a little far away from the Christian anchor that is necessary to understand this phenomena, the socialist phenomena. Without the Christian anchor and the conservatism, there is no hope. Sorry. I have videos in this channel talking about the progressive states in the US, the Christian states in the US, the conservative states, how the economy is much better in conservative states in the US than in progressive states, not only in the US, you just look to Europe, just look to France, what is going on right now, all the destruction, all the riots. So, socialism is not the answer for inequality. The answer is more capitalism, true capitalism, with competition, with education. Of course, we need to give to people that has more difficulties some resources. I think that the state can provide some things, not everything, but some things, and help everyone to have a beginning, a start point. But without capitalism, it's impossible to help people really in a way that society can advance. It's not a perfect system, like democracy is not a perfect system, but it's the best that we conceived as human beings. And we have to worth it. It's very worthy, the capitalist system. And socialism is a fake, is a fraud. They are using the contradictions of the capitalism to advance an oppression class that will be worse than the capitalist itself. So, George Orwell was wrong about it. We have another thinker that is very important in Germany, Schelling. He was, we talk about the 19th century. He was a companion, there's a companionship or friendship with Marx, Hegel. In the beginning, they have the same conception, but he realized that Christianity was really important. And this idealist conception from Hegel, Marx, would lead the 20th century to terrible wars and destruction. And he was right, he prophesied about it. And he decided to study Christianity. And the United States was really studied at that time because capitalism was advancing there. It is a Christian society at that time, in the 19th century, 18th century. And it was a very good example what is the right thing to be done about it. Not only him, Max Weber, Tocqueville, and others. So, George Orwell was brilliant. 1984, we have to read it. The Farm, great. But he was wrong at the end, unfortunately. No one maybe came to him and tried to discuss this issue with him. I don't know, maybe not. But let's retain what's good about his masterpieces, like 1984. It's more than a criticism against Stalinism, against Nazism. The Farm, it's more than that. It's impossible, even if you try in a slow motion, to assure socialism without violence, without a dictatorship, because this ideology is against human nature. May God help us all.